Looks like we got about 5 minutes left to take Will in Denver.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Great.
I'm good. So I am an atheist, and sometimes I do debate with theists on many subjects. And a lot of times it comes to why they believe in God. They bring up the first cause, Big Bang, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think it's great they don't deny the Big Bang, and they are not denying science. But then, you know, I ask a follow-up question, well then, who created God? And they say, well, God has always existed.
Right.
And, you know, I try to bring up the point that that's actually special pleading.
Yeah.
It's just how they get around, the Coulomb cosmological argument. But I was wondering what you guys think is the best way to deal with that kind of objection.
Well, I think just what you're doing is pointing out that that's a logical fallacy called special pleading. And that asserting that God has some special quality and has always existed does not demonstrate the existence of anything. It just demonstrates that they don't understand how logic works.
Yeah, I mean, you should listen to last week's show. Tracy and I took a caller for a really long time where exactly this argument happened. But you should also keep in mind that when you're arguing with somebody who's a sincere believer, you don't have to change their mind, and you probably won't. So, so the process of arguing with them can be educational, and obviously I totally support that. Yeah. But if you just get it to a point where they're just saying things and then, resorting to because I said so, and you just say, I don't agree, that's an impasse, and that's as good as it's going to get in that conversation. Unless they can provide credible evidence for you, then they're not winning. Exactly.
Yeah, at that point they're pretty much making an appeal to faith, and faith doesn't tell me what's actually true.
And at that point, I would shift that argument to how useful faith is, because you could say, well, I don't have that faith, so I guess it's not true for me.
Well, sure. I did watch last week's show. I've been watching a lot of episodes. I think you guys are really awesome. I think you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And, I guess that's all I really had for you, a quick call, but...
Well, I know arguing with believers can be frustrating, and I think what you really need to do is shift your expectations a little and see what you're going to get out of it. Because if you think that you're going to change people's minds, you can shift them a little bit, but you're not going to totally flip them on the question of God when they've been believing it all their lives.
Yeah, that's probably true. I just I like pointing out some logical inconsistencies with their arguments and maybe making them think critically a little bit about their beliefs.
Right.
Well, and one of the fun things about talking with theists sometimes, you don't even have to argue with them. All you have to do is engage them in a conversation about, what their beliefs are and why they believe it. And if you want to play a little game to kind of sharpen yourself, you can take mental notes of what they're claiming and then go back and plug in all of the logical fallacies they've committed throughout their... It's kind of a fun game.
Do some research.
Yeah. So...
Right.
Yeah. You don't even have to debate them, just let them talk. It's entertaining sometimes.
All right, well, I guess that's pretty good advice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, well...
Thanks for calling. Did you have something to say? What?
Did you have something to say?
No, thanks for calling, and talk to you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll let you guys try to get to one more before you quit.